everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new movie just dropped on Disney Plus. It's called Pinocchio and it is a live action version of Pinocchio starring Tom Hanks. This movie, it is directed by Robert Zemeckis, who directed one of my favorite movie ever. It's called Forrest Gump, and for which he did have on Oscar. So when this movie, the first trailer came out, initially everyone everywhere was like, where is Pinocchio? Pinocchio movie trailer without Pinocchio? What is going on? Then finally Disney, they released the second trailer for this movie where they did release how the Pinocchio will look in this movie. So when I saw the second trailer and how the Pinocchio look, I was like, really? Worried by that trailer. After this movie, the first initial review came out from the critic, like this Rotten Tomatoes score for this movie, it is so low. It's sitting on, like, either way, for the audience score and the critic score is really low over there. So, you know, before watching this movie, I had a really low expectation from this movie. I was telling myself this movie will not be good at all. So after watching this movie, I must say, like, this movie isn't as bad as everyone's saying everywhere. Like, this movie is like so bad, like, it's not bad by any means. I don't think this movie deserved to be getting such a low score at the the Rotten Tomatoes score. On the other hand, this movie isn't that great either. There's so many stuff you're like, whoa, like, why is that? Like, so many plot holes this movie has, especially when you watch it, you are like, whoa, why is this happening? Why is he not doing that? Why is he not doing that? So many questions like that this movie does have. But still, I really enjoy this movie, I guess, because Pinocchio, this movie tried to show you like how he need to make a right decision. He need to tell the truth, otherwise his nose get big, which is like, I really like that about Pinocchio. Pinocchio's story is always simple. There's not much to go around and tell you about it. This movie does have all the Pinocchio character you expect, like Blue Fairy, played by Cynthia Erivo, who I thought she did really amazing job. She really looked amazing in this movie. She did felt like she was the Blue Fairy. The only thing I would say about her look, I didn't like that she was totally bald in this movie. Why didn't she get a, like, you know, hair or anything like that? I didn't like that a bald look for her. Other than that, I thought she was like, she's a really good actress. And her voice is amazing. I thought she really did amazing job in this movie. And her role is really tiny. So all people are crying about why did they cast her. Her role is literally like only for 5 seconds in this movie. So you don't have to complain about her at all. She's not that much. But if you are saying anything, she's really good. I also love Tom Hanks. How can anybody not like him? Although end of this movie, there's something happened with him which did reminded me of his movie Castaway. So you have to keep that in mind. How did Pinocchio look in this movie? As I was saying, when I first saw him in the trailer, it really freaked me out. I felt like he didn't like look that good. But when you sit down watch this movie, because like after 5 minutes, you do settle down with his character. Because when you watch the movie, it does work with the movie we're watching. I'll be telling some spoilers. If you don't want to know spoil about this movie, like minor spoiler here and there. Sometimes I say about movie, people get mad. So spoiler warning if you don't want to know anything. So in this movie, you know, Pinocchio, he's like literally a puppet who comes to life in this movie. So when you watch this movie, like he blend into the story you are watching, because he does come to alive, like from puppet to boy. Like, he's not a real boy in this movie, of course. He's a puppet walking around. There was another character who is a ballerina dancer. I really like that she has a puppet. Often she was talking to Pinocchio. I thought really like those scene with her and her puppet dancer. My favorite scene was in this movie. It is little dark for the little kids watching, but like this movie, like especially the middle act, this movie do require audience to, at least once you visit Disneyland, when he goes to this pleasure land, you see he was on this ride. It totally feels like you are on, actually there is a similar ride on Disneyland. It's called Pirate of the Caribbean, how it drops you and you are going places. Like, I was thinking about the time I went to the Pirate of the Caribbean ride. Like, this movie tried to show you Disneyland ride, where all these kids were turning into donkey. I really like that part of this movie. It was really dark. It's dark, but little kids still watch it. This is one of the movie you can sit down with your kids and watch it on Disney Plus. Like, there's only a couple of scenes here and there. Like, maybe it's not appropriate for kid. Other than, I think you can sit down and watch it with your kids. And there was another scene. There is Jimmy Cricket. What do you think about Jimmy Cricket, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt? I thought his character was totally useless. He's supposed to be helping Pinocchio the whole time. He needed to be rescued one after another. I didn't like his character at all. That is that, I guess we'll say, bad about this movie. Overall, I thought this movie was fine. I don't think it's bad. As bad as it's definitely better than Cruella. Definitely much better than Cruella. That movie was like really torture for me when I was watching it. Like, that movie is totally copy of Joker movie, but this one I had a good time watching it. Like, it's definitely entertaining. It does start really slow, but it does picks up. Overall, it's something you can watch it with your whole family. And that's my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie. And if you enjoyed my this review, don't forget my other reviews on other movies. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.